What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to change your oil on your 2.5 liter Jeep Wrangler. Let's get to what you need. What you're going to need is a oil filter wrench, a 5/8 socket or open box wrench, a new oil filter. Look it up, go to AutoZone, ask them about it, whatever fits your vehicle. You're going to need 4 quarts of oil. I'm just using 10W30 high mileage oil. You don't have to use that, just use whatever you want. And you're going to need something to drain your oil into. So let's get to it. Next thing you're going to want to do is locate your oil pan drain plug. Here on the passenger side, you're going to want to crawl under it. My Jeep has a skid plate, so it's going to be a little bit different, but you can see that bolt right there, and that is your drain plug. This is your oil pan right here, so it's right at the back of that. The next thing you're going to want to do is grab your pan, and about where you think it's going to drain, you want to put your pan under it so all that oil doesn't go out on the ground. All right, then let's go to the next step. Once you know where that drain plug is, you're going to want to take your 5/8 wrench and you're just going to want to drain it out. Try not to get it everywhere. Also, I recommend not doing this while your car is hot, or you will end up burning your hands with the oil. So it's pretty much just going to be just like this.
Now, obviously, with a skid plate, it makes it kind of hard to do that, so you might have an easier time than me. My wrench doesn't really fit in there, so it's kind of annoying. Very annoying, actually. Reach in with my hand, now it's loose, and it should be coming out any second.
There it is. I kind of made a little mess, but it happens, so it's fine. So yep, just let it drain out until it's empty. Alright, so I had some technical difficulties with getting the oil filter off, but the oil filter is located right there where you can see that bolt. I couldn't get my oil filter wrench on there, so I just basically had to beat on it with a crowbar or a screwdriver just to get it to twist around and get it to turn the right way. Eventually I got it loose enough to where I could hand tighten it off, but it was kind of a pain. So if you're gonna do it and you're gonna buy the tools to do it, get one of the ones with the 3 fingers that hooks onto the back and spins around to where it grips it, instead of the ones that go around the edge of it. But now that the oil is drained out and we got the oil filter off, it's time to put your drain plug back in and then put your new oil filter on. I'll show you how to do that, and then we can fill her up with oil. So let's get to the next part. The next step is putting your drain plug back in. It's going to be the exact same spot that it came from. You're going to make sure this one's pretty tight. Unlike the oil filter, you're going to want to hand tighten it, but you know, it's just the exactly how you put it on, or exactly how you took it off. Just put it back on. Make sure that it's fairly tight, like that, and you should be good to go. That's one thing, you want to make sure it's tight so that when you're driving it doesn't come out, because if it comes out while you're driving and all your oil comes out, your car is pretty much toast. Your motor's going to basically die after that. So you want to make sure for sure that that one's going to stay in there. And you can't really see it, but it's the exact same as how we took it off. All right, on to the next part. So now your second to last step, you're going to want to put your oil filter on. I got a Motorcraft FL1A, which is a bigger oil filter. It's longer, but it still works on. And basically what I did is I put oil on that rubber ring there, and then I put it on the threads. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do this on camera. I'll try to see what I can do. Alright, so it's actually easier to start it from the bottom. Obviously, I can't really do that with a camera. But basically, you just want to twist it until you can't really anymore. You don't want it to be super tight, like you don't want to use any tools to put it on, but you want it to be tight enough to where that no oil is going to leak out of it. So you just want to keep going until you, I mean, it's hard to describe, just about as tight as you can get it with your hand. Don't overdo it. But that rubber ring there keeps it from leaking out, so you want it kind of compressed to where that no oil is going to get out. All right, on to the last step. now that you have your oil filter and your drain plug tightened and not going to allow any oil to come out, you're going to take off your oil cap. It's right on top. I forgot to mention you're going to need a funnel. I cannot, for some reason, find any of my other funnels, but so I'm going to use this really long one. Your engine takes 4 quarts of oil, so you should have a measurement on the side of your bottle, or just buy them by the quart and put 4 in there. That's up to you. Try your best not to spill it, just like I did. And then you're just gonna want to put 4 quarts in.
I really suck at pouring oil in. That's why you get a bigger funnel, but I'm stupid, so it doesn't matter.
So yeah, you're just gonna want to keep going until you're at 4 quarts. And then after that, I'll show you what to do. All right, so now that you have your 4 quarts in, basically what you're gonna wanna do is get in your vehicle and start it to make sure that all the oil gets ran through and you have no problems with any of that. So I'm just gonna get in and run it for a couple minutes if I can find my key. Not even a couple minutes, just run it for a little bit, enough to where the oil can get run through. Just give it some time to run through, or to let the oil run through it, and then we'll check it in a second. All right, so now that you've let your Jeep run for a little bit, what you're gonna wanna do is just get your dipstick, just make sure that your levels look fine. We're gonna run it through. Let's see what it comes out to. So mine is just, you can't really see because my phone sucks. All right, well, you can't really see it because it will not focus, but mine's just a little low right now, so we're just gonna add a little bit more, and then it should be fine. Basically, you're just gonna do that. Add some, start it, add some if you're low, until it's up to the right level. And you wanna get under it and make sure that it's not leaking from anywhere, but other than that, you're pretty much done. You've done a 100% clean oil change, so there you go. Hopefully you all got some info out of this, and you know how to change your oil now. Alrighty, thanks for watching.